So I just have to rant. And I'm kind of disappointed because I'm having audio issues. Do any of you ever have audio issues? I hope I'm not getting it now, but I've been trying to figure out how to fix this audio problem where all you hear is zzz, and it's kind of annoying because I'm trying to make a video here. And this is what I found on Amazon, and it's actually a really good deal and a good buy. But for some reason, now it wants to bring in unwanted noise. But I'll let you put it down in the description box down below where I actually got this from, so you guys can see and purchase it yourself and see if you like it. It got really good reviews, so that's what I was going off of. And I don't know if it's just me or I don't know how to use this, because I have an iPhone 13 and I used to not do this at the beginning of my videos. Then only issue I was having is with my moving around. You can hear it, but now it's like I get zzz. How do I get rid of that? I'm trying to get rid of that. It's like I'm pulling out my hair and I'm sitting here trying not to punch the phone and I'm trying not to get so mad at myself, because we all struggle with something, right? Sometimes that's the way YouTube is. We come up with videos that you think are going to be that great and they sink to the bottom. But as long as you guys don't give up and keep grinding and adding your own sauce, you'll just start making it. So something that we all struggle with on a YouTube journey is sometimes making a video and putting a lot of work and effort into it, and then you go back to your channel and nobody has watched, not a single view, and you're like, come on dudes, I spent 6 hours editing this video and 6 hours making this video and going cut after cut after cut, and you're just like, what the heck happened? And I know mentally you can get worn out, and YouTube could do that because you feel like your channel's not getting the views, you're not getting the subscribers, and I get you. I'm right there myself. Sometimes I feel beat up from this YouTube journey because I don't get the views sometimes we think we deserve, or we sometimes feel like we're not getting enough subscribers, so we feel like our channel sucks. But low and steady is what's going to help you. Just keep grinding, keep adding your own sauce to it, and before you know it, if you keep practicing on what you have to offer to your YouTubers and view it as a business, it's a mind-blowing, game-changing. So one of the tips that I do to kind of get myself refocused from all this negative energy, give me a second, I'm going to show you. So one of the things that have been helping me with my mindset of this whole YouTube journey, like especially with this microphone trying to act out, is I pause. I just take a step back and I just pause and I take a breather, and I either rewind and watch other people talk about how they set up their microphones, how they edit it, how they get rid of or I just pause in general and I take a step back and just watch something to get it off my mind. So I'll watch my favorite show on Netflix, or I'll read my favorite book, or I'll just watch my husband play his favorite video game, and I'll just sit there for hours and lose track of time. Excuse me, can't even talk. And I just sit there and contemplate on just relaxing. Because if I sit there and think, oh, YouTube is wearing me, or YouTube this, or YouTube that, my mind is going to spin. And sooner or later, you're going to get worn out. So one of the things that I do to not get worn out is also I meditate. I practice meditation on a daily. Yes, I also read the Bible because I believe it's crucial. It helps me also on my mindset not to go cuckoo. So what I do is I read a verse of the Bible every day, and then I meditate on that, and I try to thank God from my YouTube channel and my YouTube journey and the subscribers it's gotten me. Hi, welcome to the Pursuit of Learning YouTube. So I'm giving you guys tips on how to stay mentally focused and not let the mental health of this YouTube channel overwhelm you, just like it has me with this microphone. YouTube can be very stressful because also you have daily life. If you're like me, I'm a mom. I go to work and I have a job. Like in this video, I work all the time. So sometimes they switch my work schedule and it can be very frustrating because last week I was doing 12 to 9. I went to work at 4 o'clock in the morning, got off at 1, then had to go right back at 12 a.m. that same day at 12 a.m. So I literally had to be up at 11 that same day just to go to work at 12. And then I started doing 12 to 9s all week. And then I went back to my 4 to 1s. And sometimes they do switch it up and it can be very stressful. Another thing I do is I just stop. And I just stop. And all I do is just study and watch my favorite YouTube videos. I study a little bit about YouTube. And then I get myself that motivation again. Like, start asking myself, like, why am I doing YouTube in the first place? And what do I love about it? And what gives me that satisfaction about doing YouTube? So that's one of the reasons what I do, because it's calming and it's relaxing. So without the meditation and taking a step back and just watching other YouTubers and seeing their journey, talk about their struggles, and then trying to, because we're all in this together. We all have something in common that we've all gone through. And for me right now is this microphone that keeps making that exquisite noise that I don't like extra noise, and trying to figure out how to get rid of it is what's driving me nuts. And it can wear you down. Sometimes YouTube can let us down because you can make a video that is like for 6 hours and you made this awesome video that you think because you put in 6-7 hours into it. Then all of a sudden you wake up the next morning and you get like 1 or 2 views, and it tells you right there YouTube is not, they're not choosing to watch your channels, and you're just like cringing, like, I give up. That's where I'm like, it's happened to me, and I feel like, why am I not getting subscribers? How come the subscribers just leave? Or what is it that I'm doing that subscribers don't want to stay on my channel and all they do is just leave? Am I really that boring? I hope I'm not boring you. And then I have to stop and take time and breathe. So I just take a week off. That's another thing I do, is I just take a week off from YouTube, because YouTube can be very hectic, and I let my audience know, hey, you know what, it's for my mental health. I'm here still, but I just need to take a mental break because I am in a stuck point with my YouTube journey right now, and I need to come up with better ideas to give you guys so that this YouTube channel can be awesome like you guys are to me. Because if you don't take time for yourself as well, you're gonna end up exploding, and it can lead to a bad mental breakdown. And another thing is not letting bad comments get to you. So usually something that my friend said, because her sister's a YouTuber and she does pretty well for herself, and she's a blogger, and sometimes she gets a lot of trash on her channel where people just want to trash, and I've gotten my fair share of trashy comments in my channel. Lately I haven't gotten any comments or negative comments, so that's a plus. But when I do, I usually try to brush it off as trying to put myself in their shoes and think about it in a way, okay, thank you for your patience and your kindness. I just start thinking of weird ways to kill them with kindness, because they're no better than me and I am no better than them, and why waste my time on a negative thing that doesn't do nothing for me? Because at the end of the day, I want to focus on what's more important, which is my viewers and my channel, and taking it to the next level and reaching my goals. And if I spend my time focusing on all the negative things, that's when I just start consuming all that negative stuff, and I just won't proceed and it won't help me reach my goals. So another thing is writing down your goals daily and reminding yourself, what are your goals for your YouTube channel? And that's what I've been doing, is writing down my goals for my YouTube channel every single day, or going back and refreshing them, because my goal was to get at least 100 subscribers within the next 2 to 3 months, and then grow from there. My whole goal is just to improve and to see how far I can go with this YouTube journey and get more subscribers. I got the views up. Thank you to everybody who's watched my YouTube channel. I really do appreciate it. And thank you to all of you who have subscribed. You guys are amazing. I love y'all. And another thing is just focusing on what my YouTube channel goal is, because if I stay focused and motivated on that and I still have the same drive, it's gonna help me be at a mindset where it's not in a negative point. So I always suggest that if you guys are feeling that burned out feeling, is to go back and just try to relax. Watch your favorite YouTube show, or watch your favorite Netflix show, or whatever it is that you do. Read your favorite book and just let your mind unwind, and just take a step back and just let your mind unwind. And when you come back, you can come from a different perspective, fresh point of view, and then ask your audience, or go onto YouTube social websites that I'm in. Like, I'm in a group, community group for YouTubers on Facebook, and I ask them different questions like, what can I do to avoid this problem, because this is the problem that I'm having, and they give you great feedback. So that's something that I recommend you guys doing, so that you're not always just in this alone, because you're not alone. So it's always good to prepare yourself, because you don't want to get yourself worn out. And it's always good to listen to your body, your mind, and your soul. And the way you do that is also thinking positive. I view it as ask and you shall receive. So every time I think of what my channel could be, I start visualizing of where I want to take my channel. But sometimes those visions can get worn out because my channel is sinking. Or I may think it'd be sinking, and I'm like wondering why no one's subscribing to my channel. And you can feel that worn out, and there you go. You start thinking negatively. So try to figure out what triggers you, and what are the things that are triggering you to think so negative. Once you figure out what is blocking you and getting you to get those emotions, you can start learning how to change those emotions into something better, and start trying to put in happier emotions instead of negative emotions. Start thinking of you can instead of you can't. So once you realize what triggers your emotions to go south, you can start turning it around. So for me, sometimes it's just not getting subscribers and having something go wrong with my YouTube channel. Like, for instance, with my microphone, it's making weird noise, but I'm still using it because I'm trying to show you guys an example of sometimes things happen, and we all do our day-to-day lives, and we can get consumed in that and wrapped up and bring our emotions that we get so worn out that sometimes we don't want to film, so we give up. But with that said, I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy, and I hope this video helps you guys to get motivated. And remember, you're not in this alone. You have me to come back to and talk to, because I'm always going to be here for all you guys and give you guys points and views on how to get better on YouTube and what I've learned, and give you guys some tips and ideas to not make the same mistakes that I've done. So with that said, I'll see you guys later. And don't forget to stay mindful.